Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Back today with not one watch but 8 watches. An entire range roundup of these, the DeltaT Tenmon watches inspired by space. And I've got one more to give away to a lucky subscriber. Let me know what video you want me to make next, preferably one that doesn't involve me buying a watch. Winning suggestion, not only will they get a watch, but I'll also make the video. Now, without further delay, let's flip the camera and see how these watches get on. So, 8 watches to look at today, an entire range. I'd better get moving. They're all essentially the same watch, same specifications, just variations in the colour schemes, dial, hands, case and the NATO straps. They're all 40mm diameter, 22mm lug width, 7.5mm thick, so nice and thin actually, 47mm lug to lug, weighing in at a very light 51 grams. You can wear these all day very, very comfortably. Now, I think some of these colour schemes are more resolved than others, so I'm going to rattle through them in order from least successful to most successful. So this one is the SN 2005 AP, probably my least favourite of the bunch. Doesn't feature a sunburst dial, just a plain white dial here, and its gold case doesn't match the hardware on the NATO. This is a recurring problem for me with these watches. I think the ones that match look really good, the ones that don't match look a little bit goofy. So the SN 2005 AP, bottom of the pile for me. Next up is the Miranda. Now, I actually quite like this one. It does have the plain dial, no sunburst here, but if you just want an alternative to the DW fashion style watches, this one isn't too bad, and the hardware does match the brushed silver look on the case. Getting into the more interesting colour combinations now, this is the Messier 87, a black PVD case, which does look slightly odd with the silver case back. I wish that matched as well. Not a bad NATO, but not quite matching. Again, this one coming in towards the bottom in my opinion. Now, this is the Segway one. I'm kind of torn about this one. Beautiful brown sunburst effect there on the dial, nice little gold hands. NATO's good, but hardware doesn't match. I think if you took this one off, put it on a plain black strap, maybe dressed it up. This one you could probably dress up more successfully than the others. This was the Segway one. So this one is the Titan. A lot going on here, really nice sunburst effect and a kind of graded inside to outside away from the hands here. Good combination with the NATO strap, but NATO hardware doesn't match the gold finish on the case. A bit of a letdown. Again, I think this one could look good. These sunburst dials, if you're taking them off a NATO and putting them on another strap, they can work. Now, the last 3 are what I think are the 3 most resolved overall designs. This is the Pitas, a nice silver grey sunburst effect on the dial. Good NATO colour combination there. And the hardware matches, hallelujah. This one up in my top 3. At number 2 is the Einstein Cross. This one, a lovely blue sunburst dial, and again matching hardware on the NATO. I think this one definitely one of the better examples. That would look cracking on a brown leather strap if you wanted to dress it up a little bit as well. But out the box, the Einstein Cross number 2 in my selection. So at number 1, that leaves this one, the Hogue's Object. Crazy looking orange dial, but I think it really pulls it off. Nicely colour matched on the NATO strap, and hallelujah again, matching hardware. This one definitely the pick of the bunch in my opinion, if you don't mind the crazy colour scheme. So overall though, they're solid little watches, nicely polished cases, and as I said, only 7.5mm thick, pretty thin overall therefore. NATO straps are good. Nice laser etched case back there, advertising the quartz movement, 50 meters of water resistance, and probably my favorite feature on these watches, sapphire crystal. I think that's such a boon for everyday wear, having scratch proof crystal glass on them. So that's the Hogue's Object on the wrist, 51 grams as I said, 40mm diameter, wears very nice, very light, decent quality NATO, and those little fasteners are adjustable, so you should always be able to get a comfortable fit with these. And a super close up on the lovely dial of the brown Segway one just to finish. Applied batons on the indices and an applied DeltaT logo there just above the 6 o'clock. Again, a slightly unusual design choice there, but guess that makes this watch stand out from the crowd a little bit. Lovely brown sunburst effect on the dial. So then, what do I think of the DeltaT Tenmon overall? Well, it's a solid little watch. Love the sapphire crystal. Some of those sunburst dials are really fantastic looking. Some of the combinations work for me, some of them don't quite work for me, so choose carefully unless you've got a selection of 22mm straps to swap them over. At 250 US, I think that's stretching the friendship a little bit. There is a 20% discount code in the description, but I had a brief look on eBay and I found them for 200 Canadian, 200 Aussie, which is about 150 US. If you like the design, if you like the colour schemes, or you're mad into astronomy, then go for it. They are a solid little watch. Don't forget, I've got one more of these watches to give away to a lucky subscriber. Leave me a suggestion for a future video. Best one wins a watch. So there you have it. Not a bad little watch. If you like the look for discount codes, look for the best price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.